Welcome to Start 100K, where we're helping people get to their first $100,000 in net worth. Today I'm going to talk a little bit just about myself. I have gotten a few comments from friends saying, hey, who are you? You might want to let people know who this weird guy is with his hands. And I thought it would be nice to just kind of tell people a little bit about who I am, my money story, that kind of thing, just so that you kind of know where I'm coming from and why I'm doing this. So first, this disclaimer, this is all for educational and inspirational purposes. This is not tax, legal, or investment advice. So, and always share, comment, and subscribe. I have started a Facebook group, so if you are on Facebook, you can jump on there and join the group. I'm kind of posting a few different things as I come along. Also looking for some ideas for different videos I can do, or just different things to talk about, but more just an open discussion and places for people to share and help each other out. I did share a net worth tracker on there, as well as a basic budget worksheet, both in Excel format. The budget worksheet was sent from a friend, so it's simple and it works. So please feel free to download those and use those as you need to. So with that, I'll flip the camera around here and kind of get started. So, this is me, just a guy in a garage, nothing fancy. And I am, in fact, using a GoPro as a rest for my camera. So it is probably the most expensive camera mount that I could have decided to use, but I already had it. And that was kind of one of my rules that I made for myself, was that I wasn't going to spend a bunch of money or any money on this project, at least until it got off underway. So far I've done pretty good on that. I spent $8 to get the domain name. So that's all that I've spent so far. So just trying to keep this keep this fun, and keep it in a format that is easy for me, and that means that I'll hopefully post more. So a little bit about me. I'm from rural Missouri. Grew up living 10 miles from a town of 1,400 people, so kind of a small place. Not a lot there other than just really nice, really wonderful people, a lot of hardworking people. So my mom and dad, I was fortunate and had both my mom and dad at home the entire time. The entire time I was growing up. My mom worked from home. She was a dog groomer and a seamstress, took care of 3 wild kids on top of that. So kudos to her, and all the mamas out there that do that. So my dad, also hard worker. He worked full time during the day, and then he had side projects that, like my entire life, I think he had side projects, and they just made it work. Hard work has definitely just been a part of my life. I don't think that I would want it any other way either. The idea of the quote unquote traditional retirement or whatever, that you just sit around and do nothing, does not excite me at all. I don't think that I could sit still if I tried. So I, like I said, hard work is just definitely something that's just part of me, and always will be. So thanks, Mom and Dad. So it's definitely a good value, good trait to have. So but with that, I wasn't always good about money. Actually, I was quite terrible with money. After I turned 18, I had jobs, and I just was a natural. Now I know that I was a natural spender, and I could make money because I was a hard worker and I wasn't afraid of getting dirty. But I also knew how to spend money very well. So actually too well. So at one point in time, I think we had like 6 credit cards maxed and Jeep loan, and I had financed our wedding ring set, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, at one point in time, we were putting rent on a credit card. Like, it was not great. Wasn't a great feeling. Um, but yeah, eventually I was sitting bored in a tent in Afghanistan, looking at bank statements, and saw that I was going to pay $7,000 in interest over the course of my truck loan. And I mean, I just thought that was insane. Like, I could have almost bought the truck that I had before that I loved in cash for that. And so I started doing some research. I found a blog called Get Rich Slowly, and it's not the same as it was back then, but it still does exist. But found that and read, I think, every article on there, and then found the Dave Ramsey Total Money Makeover book, and yeah, read that, and that's kind of what I used to get my wife on board with the whole idea. And yeah, we read it together chapter by chapter and applied most everything. We haven't done it exactly to the letter, so I guess that's what Dave calls Dave-ish. But at the time we were living in Germany, so yeah, of course we're going to take some trips because that's just a once in a lifetime opportunity. So, or at least at the time it felt like a once in a lifetime opportunity. But yeah, so fast forward, it took us a few years to get debt free, but once we did, yeah, it really made a huge difference, and it really made it feel like yeah, like anything's possible. Like yeah, things that I thought about before, like people talking about financial independence, or actually like not having to work, or having the option to work and do whatever you want, and leaving a legacy behind, things like that. Like, those things all seem possible at that point. And yeah, it really kind of yeah, it just made a huge difference. And kind of fast forward, once I finished my bachelor's degree, I found myself reading a lot. Actually, I think there's a period from like October, I think my Kindle said from October to January, I read something like 32 books. And I just kept reading personal finance and leadership books. And I really, the personal finance books more than anything. And I kind of realized that if I wanted to learn more, which I did, I was probably gonna have to go back to school. So fast forward, I'm in school now to become a CFP, a Certified Financial Planner. So I'm pursuing that designation, and yeah, I've just been doing a lot of networking with people in the financial planning industry, and just met a bunch of wonderful people. And yeah, I just keep kind of telling myself, like, oh, I need to keep learning. I can't help people because I don't know enough, or whatever the case may be. But I've kind of come to realize that I've learned a lot more than I actually thought I did, and I still can help people. So I thought, well, why wait to start helping people when I can start now? So that's really what's kind of driving me to do this, because that's what I want to do. I don't care about getting anything out of it other than just helping other people get the same and more success than I have. If I can do something and it takes just a few minutes of my time, if I can find somebody that's that's struggling or got stress around money, and can affect them in some way, or present something in some way that makes it click and gets them to make positive change in their lives, then that's a total win for me. So that's really what this is all about, and it's really what my whole life is about. I've spent my whole adult life in service to to the nation and to others, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. So yeah, that's kind of me. We're still on our money journey, so to speak. But yeah, just trying to help people out, be the best example I can, and hopefully I can do something in a small way to help somebody out there. So yeah, please, like I always say, comment, share, subscribe, yeah, till next time, thanks for watching.